What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a power dialer for Go High Level. Then throughout that process, I'm going to show you how to categorize the dials to cold call 1, cold call 2, cold call 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth, and how to assign users. Yeah, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I was going to add in a couple other things, but I think that's going to be enough because that's going to be a long enough video and you're going to be like, what the heck is going on? So let's go ahead and jump right in. So first thing you need Go High Level. You need Go High Level. I am going to zoom out and I'm going to show you. Let me put me down here. Okay, cool. So this is the flow for this. All right. So first, the trigger is they're going to be in, so they're already going to be into a power dialer, but this is what's going to happen after the power dialer's set up. So this was set up for one of my clients. And so they're already going to be in the power dialer. So this is the dialing process. This is the phone dialing process. So first, we got all this. We got all this to go through. So don't worry. Don't worry. Papa's got you. Let's see if I can zoom out and see it. Look at how big this thing is. You're like, whoa. All right. Don't worry. Papa's got you. All right. So we're going to start right here. Now, you want to set up pipelines. Okay. You want to set up a pipeline and you want to set up your opportunities. So first you want to set up pipelines, and that is back in the system. I'll have another video to show you how to set up pipelines. So you want to have your pipeline set up, and this is in the cold call section of the pipeline. Okay. So that you're going to leave this new trigger empty, and then you're going to go to pipeline. For me, I like to place the first name, and that's really it. Let me move this over here. There we go. Because I don't want my neck to be hurting, man. All right. Let me zoom in. Okay. Then what I like to do, if you have multiple users, after the pipeline opportunity is set, you want to add the user associated with, because then it's going to work through that workflow. Then for me, I like to add a tag. I like to label the company that's calling, and I like to know what power dialer is being set up from that. So in the tags, I have the company or the lead, right? Like the distress lead, whether it's a probate lead, notice of default, tax lien, empty nester, so on and so forth. Then from there, we want to create a manual call. Okay. Then I like to go back into the opportunity, because this is going to be the first manual call. So you're going to change the pipeline stage into pipeline or call 1 or cold call 1. And then you're going to add the information there. After we get this first bracket set up, it's going to be pretty easy after that. So you're going to want to pipeline, cold calls. And then for me, I do 7 cold calls and then a door knock. So cold call 1, cold call 2, cold call 3, cold call 4, cold call 5, cold call 6, cold call 7, or door knock. Then we're going to add a tag, cold call. And I like to label them. So action name, we're going to do cold call. Then in the custom field section under contacts, you're going to want to add a custom field. And let me show this to you so you can see it. I'm going to drink some water. Stay hydrated. My buddy let me borrow his e-bike, his e-motorcycle. And I've been cruising that thing around like a champ. So let me show you the pipeline that I'm mentioning. If I can find it. Okay. So here's how I have it set up. So I have opportunities. Then I have cold call campaign, cold call 1, cold call 2, cold call 3, cold call 4. No answer. Excuse me. On this one, I have cold call 1, 2, 3, and then no answer. That's what I have on this one. So you don't need to go up to 7. On this one, I only went up to 3. And the way that you set up an opportunity, super easy. You're just going to go ahead and click opportunity. Oops. You're going to go to pipeline. You're going to create a new pipeline. Then from there, you're going to add the name, and then you're going to add the stages in here. Cold call 1, cold call 2, cold call 3, cold call 4. Now, in the field section of a contact, you're going to want to add a custom field. So I have here, I have cold call outcome, book to call, interested, follow up in 1 week, not interested, wrong number, no answer. Then I have cold call number. So it's automatically going to update the field with this workflow. So you can rotate the numbers on this one. If you have multiple numbers, you can dial out in multiple numbers. Make sure that you're labeling the numbers. Then number of cold calls made, 1 through 4. The way that you make custom fields is you're going to go down to the settings and you're going to add custom fields right here. And then what I like to do is I like to create a folder, and I label the folder cold calls. So you're going to add a folder, click right here, and then you're going to add fields. So cold call 1, cold call 2, or cold call outcome, cold call number, and cold calls made. That's going to set you up. So again, back to this one. Number of cold calls made. In this first segment of this, you're going to do cold call 1. You're going to drop down to the fields that you made, and then you're going to pick cold call 1. Then you're going to click save. Then you're going to wait 5 minutes. And the system, you're going to wait 5 minutes. And then the next action is going to be, did you book a call? So you're going to do a if and scenario. If this happened, then these other things are going to happen. The branches that I created is yes, interested, wrong number, and none. Yes, cold call outcome is booked call. Interested, cold call outcome is interested. Wrong number, cold call is not interested. So anything, this is going to create the branch. Then from there, in those branches, I like to add tags. So if did they book a call? Yes. And if they did, then I'm going to tag it booked a call. So if it's yes, I'm going to add a tag, add booked a call. If interested, add tag. Wrong number, add tag, wrong number. Then if they are interested, I'm going to remove them from the workflow. So then the power dialer doesn't dial them anymore. If they are interested, but did not book a call in that first call, it's going to move them to the interested pipeline. And if it's the wrong number, it can either go to the pipeline not interested or wrong number. Then from here, if you have somebody else running this here, you can have an automation and you can add here, you want to remove them from the workflow. Well, before you remove them from the workflow, you want to click this add button, and then you want to do an internal notification to a representative to notify that person to reskip them because it's the wrong number or review the data. And then on this tag, if they're interested, you want to remove them from this workflow and place them in an interested workflow. Now, if there's no outcome, you're going to do the same thing. Interested, you're going to do a branch right here. Interested, follow up in 1 week. Not interested, wrong number. Same thing. Bad number, remove from list. This one is, this one I did an internal notification to call back this lead. So I added a note because this was follow up in 1 week. You can place a timer in here if you'd like, but I added a task and it says call back this lead to follow up with services. And that's going to add a note into your associates or your profile. Then from there, you're going to create the opportunity. This is going to be same opportunity because you call them back. So interested, same thing. Follow up in 1 week. I created opportunity, follow up in 1 week, save. And from here, you can add them to another workflow that is follow up in 1 week and place it in another dialer. If it's the bad number, I added a go to, and then that go to John, goes back to the manual call. Because by that time, they should have skipped it, reskipped it, and re-looked at it. So it's going to get reskipped and then placed back into the workflow. If there's nothing, you're going to wait a day, and then it's going to go back into the dialer. So the thing is with Go High Level, if you don't have these, you're going to continue to dial the same numbers. In this scenario, it's only going to dial the numbers that are tagged and marked correctly. So this is important. So did they book a call? Yes or none. If they did, then you're going to remove them from the workflow. If it was no, then you're going to create a manual call. Then that manual call is going to go to opportunity 2. So we're going to duplicate that entire first process, and we're going to duplicate that 4 times. So this is opportunity cold call 2. Now it's going to be in the second pipeline, which is cold call pipeline call number 2. I gotta get some more water. Stay hydrated. We're like 75, 80% water, so got to stay hydrated. And I don't know where you guys are at, but it is hot out here. So same thing here. You're going to update the field. This is going to be an update field contact. Then number of cold calls made, you're going to change it to number 2. So then you could see on the lead, going back to this example here, it's automatically going to update this field here. Cold call 1, cold call 2, cold call 3. And this is the best way to keep track of the leads, especially in Go High Level. You're going to do a wait for 5 minutes, and then you're going to do that same branch over again. What was the outcome? Interested, follow up, not interested, wrong number, or none. If it's interested, you're going to book an intro call, then you're going to change the opportunity. If it's a follow up, same thing, add a task, follow up with this lead in 1 week. You're going to create a note here. You're going to add a tag here, not interested, then create an opportunity and pop them in the not interested category. In the created opportunity on the add task portion, follow up in 1 week, and then you can create a task for your representative or for yourself. If it's a bad number, it's going to go back into the manual at the top of the list. So once it's reskipped again, it's going to go back to the manual. You're going to wait a day. Then did they book a call? You're going to do a branch right here. Yes or none. Remove from workflow, manual call, cold call number 3. Same flow. Not interested, bop, bop, bop. Same thing, but you're going to change it from cold call 2 to cold call 3. You want to make sure that all those are set up. So this is important. So you're going to wait 5 minutes. What was the outcome? So on and so forth. Then you want to update the field in the cold call 3 section. It's going to go through this whole thing again. Kind of give you an overview. It's going to go through this whole thing again. Yes or no, remove from workflow. If not, then it's going to go to manual 3. Then it's going to cold call number 3 or number 4, whichever one. Update cold call number to number 2. This one should be number 3, so I'm going to change that right now. Remember to save your work. Go High Level doesn't automatically save your work. The last thing you want to do, and I've done this numerous times, is not save your work. I've done it. It sucks. So in cold call 3, then it's going to go through the same thing, and then you're going to wait 5 minutes, and you can branch this out as many times as you want. But that is how you set up a proper cold call flow for the power dialer. Now, I'm going to show you how to set up the power dialer and put these folks into this platform. So we're going to go back. You know what? I wasn't even sharing screen. Gosh dang it. So let me recap this just in case you obviously missed it. So, this is cold call 1. You're going to go through this section here. We already went through that. Then this is cold call. You're going to wait a day. Did they book a call? Then you're going to go to cold call 2, and it's going to repeat the process here. Interested, follow up, not interested, wrong number, none. Then we're going to drop it down. Same thing here. Cold call 3, wait 5 minutes. Then it's going to go to cold call 4 or 3, whichever one. Interested, follow up, so on and so forth. The big thing is you want to make sure that you're updating this number here, updating the field in the contact. So you want to update the number to cold call number 3. And after every one of these wrong number attempts, you want to hit this go to, and then it's going to bounce back to the beginning of the manual call. And then it's going to drop down. Did they book a call? Remove from workflows, manual call, cold call 3, cold call 4, so on and so forth. So I'm going to save this. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you how to set up a power dialer in the contact section of your leads, all right. And the way that you set up Power Dialer, you want to make sure that you label this Power Dialer real estate leads or whatever the situation is. All right. Now, when you import the leads into Go High Level, I don't know what happened there, but when you import the leads into Go High Level, you can go here and filter, and you want to make sure that all your leads are tagged. So, for example, I am going to go to 702 Crafted Homes. So all the leads, and if they're in a particular state, you want to label them Nevada, you want to label them California, you want to label them whatever. So in this scenario, you're going to label them like absentee or empty nester or a multitude of tags, right? And then you're going to click apply. Then it's going to apply all of your contacts. Then from here, you're just going to go ahead and click select and then select all. And then you're going to add it to automation. Going to go ahead and hit proceed. And then you're going to add it to the workflow that you labeled Power Dialer 702. In this instance, 702 Crafted Homes. And you're going to add to automation. Okay. Then from there, you're going to want to go into Conversations tab. You're going to want to go in the Conversations tab. And once you drop down to the workflow that you picked all those leads into that workflow, it's kind of funky because it doesn't, I would shorten this up, Power Dialer, but since we've already done this, you want to keep them the same. So we want to go to the Power Dialer. Whoops. The one that we picked. And then you can go ahead and just click Let's Start. You in the follow-up, and then it'll start dialing. It'll start dialing all these. And then you're just going to disposition it, for example. When it gets into play and it's dialing, once it dials, you're not going to click anything. If you talk to the person or not, you're not going to disposition it on the Power Dialer itself. You're going to click End Call, and it will automatically prompt everything else in here. It's just the way that it's set up, and it'll automatically fill this out for you. It'll automatically fill out all the leads. It'll fill out the cold call outcome, cold call number, and cold calls made. In your follow-up flow on the previous section in the automation for the Power Dialer, you want to make sure that it goes into follow-up. So you want to label this, you want to add another one like I did here. You can see it. It's disabled right now, but I'll show this to you. Cold call follow-up, no answer. So if nobody answers, the leads will automatically go into this follow-up. And then when you're ready to dial the follow-ups, you can just start that Power Dialer. So that is how you set up a Power Dialer with cold call outcomes through Go High Level. If you need support setting this up, let me know. Drop comments down below. But other than that, This is how you set up Power Dialer and workflows with annotation to categorize your leads correctly. Let me know if you need support. Other than that, I will catch you on the next one.